see these screenshots, and nobody could provide me anything that I could see that was in black and white. So I have come to a conspiracist theory that Kinane and Aaron were plotting against me to spin this fake narrative and publicize it and really drag me down while making themselves look like, she's the battered woman and the abused woman, and he's the friend that's just helping out, whatever, friend, fucking creep, friend. It fits the narrative, and like I said, I requested proof when I asked for these screenshots. As you see on the confession, me and my sister are face to face at the time, and I'm telling her I want to see these screenshots. I want to see what got said verbatim, because nobody's telling me what got said. There was a conversation that was had about me, and I do not know what was said. I asked for proof, and miraculously, mysteriously, the proof disappears. Neither party can provide this proof. So, in my mind, unless I'm proven wrong, it makes logical and rational sense to me that this was a concocted plan on those two's behalf to try and take me down. But you see, you can, like in the words of Miss Nene Leakes, you can't win when you play dirty. So that's why you keep it all the way real. Like I said, I don't care enough to lie. I'm sorry, but I don't care about her. I don't care about Aaron. I don't care enough to lie. That's why I can sit down and do a so detailed expose. Because if you want to put fake narratives out there, you forget all I've got to do is bring the truth with the proof. Carrying on. So yeah, they couldn't provide a screenshot, anything. So that was my conspiracist theory. It didn't work, by the way. I'm going to be around for a long time, bitches. You know what I mean? And it's not the first time bitches come for me. Bitches come for me all the motherfucking time. I don't know. I know exactly what it is about me. I'm going to talk about that in a different video. But I know exactly why bitches come for me. But looks are deceiving. So, I do not know for certain, I just want to clarify this. I do not know for certain if my sister's miscarriage was legitimate, truthful, honest, reality, did happen. However, I do highly, highly, highly believe that it did not happen. I have requested proof. I have requested documentation on several occasions. She hasn't been able to provide me with that. And like I said in my statement videos, if you, or it might have been my Facebook Live, I think it was my Facebook Live, I basically said, if you really did suffer a miscarriage and you are so traumatized the way that you keep expressing that you are, and it was such a terrific ordeal, why can't you remember any specific information? Like I said in my live stream on Facebook, it is a very, very fucking traumatic event to a woman to lose a child via a miscarriage, okay? That is traumatizing for women. And I can't think of a woman ever in this world, this lifetime, that would have a miscarriage and remember absolutely nothing other than the child's name. But you are so traumatized by this. Like, again, I feel like you're making a mockery out of people that have gone, same way you're making a mockery out of the LGBTQ plus community, you're also making a mockery out of people that have gone through miscarriages, legitimate and genuine miscarriages. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not on, you can't be doing that. And like I said, if I was in her predicament and somebody was coming on the internet publicly and saying, I do not believe you had a miscarriage, and if I was in her shoes and I was like, okay, I really did have a miscarriage, like, I would be showing the proof. Like, I'd be like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, here's the proof in black and white. You know what I mean? But I've never seen not one scrap of proof. Not one scrap of proof. And I've requested documentation on multiple occasions. The same thing with her debts. If you don't know what debts are, basically when you go to prison, you're given something called debts. I'm not entirely sure on its exact definition, but I'm pretty sure it's like a list of your convictions. I could be wrong. Feel free to correct me down below if I'm wrong. But she was basically claiming to have gained 22 of those while she was in prison. And again, I asked for documentation in black and white. My mother asked for documentation in black and white. Even my stepfather asked for documentation in black and white. We all did on multiple occasions. And she would say, yeah, I've requested it. I'm just waiting for it to come. And then it would be, oh, there's a delay. And then it'd be, oh, it had got lost. And then she would say, but I lost it in jail. Okay, how can it be on the way if you lost it in jail? And then she's like, oh no, it did come, I did get it. But I must have misplaced it, or I must have thrown it out. Like, why can you never just get solidly to the truth? Like, why is it with her you can never just get right down to the core of what is the truth? You just never can. It's always an exaggeration, a fake story. It's like literally going on a roller coaster and going 50. It's like being on the cat and mouse at Blackpool. That is like the human form of that. Like dealing with that is traumatizing. She is traumatizing. The fact that she can never tell the truth. Like, I'm not even a fucking doctor and I'm diagnosing this bitch as being a pathological liar. Because by definition, she is. You feel me? So I'm keep on moving on because this video is nearly 50 minutes. It's getting ridiculous. I can't wait till the situation's over and done with. This has been a big delay to my life, but this is some crazy ass bullshit. This is like my own. This is too much. I may not have quoted verbatim as well. I just want to say in my live stream and in my video statements, I may not have quoted my sister word for word or other parties involved word for word. However, I feel like personally that doesn't matter because the confession will be out by the time this video goes up. And I have every bit of proof that I need, every screenshot, videos, pictures, I've got it all. So there's no way that this narrative can be spun any differently. Because like I said, I feel like I have been left with a choice. Because I don't want to take it the legal route. Because like I said, I'm not a grass, I'm not a snitch. I don't want to be doing that. So I'll take it publicly. And I'll show you guys the proof. And like I said, still to this very day, nobody has said to me, Suha, what you did was wrong. Or Suha, you shouldn't have done that. Do you know what they've all said? If I was in the exact same situation, Suha, I would have done the exact same thing. But I'm going to carry on with my notes. Because we're almost through it, you guys. Almost through it. And then I never have to talk about this motherfucking situation again. Where are we up to? Basically my live stream, I didn't want to bring it up, but I am currently going through a cancer scare, and I basically just want to say, I don't want to spend too long talking about it at all. I just want to say that I plan on putting that in a story time. There will be a story time released. I'm not sure when. I'm still currently going through this whole situation. But I've had good news so far. So that's all I can say. I do plan on filming a story time and, you know, I just need time to go through everything, process it, heal from it, and then, you know, work on putting a story time together. So I don't know, it could be weeks, months, years, decades before I ever decide to talk about that. Because at the end of the day, it's a lot. Makes me very emotional. Like I said, I'm not an emotional person, and I don't want to be cringy as fuck and start crying on camera and shit. So yeah, I need time to prepare for that. But just to put out a little something for you guys, it's looking good so far. In regards to that, it's looking good. So the last thing I want to address is by the time this what is up with my speech? By the time I am filming this, you guys would have seen the confession already. So I want to talk about some things that are valid that I feel like you guys most definitely, without a doubt, need to pay attention to. Like, if you've watched the confession video already and you're watching this video, bitch, my advice is go back to the confession video when you've heard everything I've got to say on this page. Make notes, bitch, like I did. Okay. So I want to skim through it because this video is over 50 minutes long. I understand it's very time consuming, but I just want to skip through. Not skip through and not rush through, but just briefly. So at 24 seconds in, there is a false claim made by my sister of assault. She says in the video, "You assaulted me," meaning I assaulted her. So, and that was 24 seconds into the confession video. Make note of that. 41 seconds into the video, basically, I think there was some discussion about the police. I could have been wrong. You guys can go back and quote me, but I just want to say I have no intention on going to the police. Absolutely no intention whatsoever. I'd rather put it publicly. I don't want to go through the legal route. Trust me, if I wanted to at this stage, I could. I could take Kinane to court, I could take Aaron to court, and I could take everybody else that chooses to spread this false narrative around to court. So if I really wanted to, I could, but I'm not a grass, I'm not a snitch, I don't want to be doing none of that. So that's basically all that 41 seconds was to clear up. So I can't read my own writing half the time. At 2 minutes and 43 seconds into the video, again, more of it. Basically, it's more of like me just throwing out empty threats and just, you know, scare tactics, if anything. Just basically like a way that I could verbally get her to shut up. So basically me, if you watch the video, it's quite, the confession video is quite intense. But I was basically just saying stuff to shut her up, empty threats, just anything I could to shut her up, because it was getting me down at that point. It was draining me. We're going to talk about that later on, but it was getting me down. It was really draining me at that point. So yeah, what happened at 2:43 was an empty threat in the video, and then at 2:44, you hear my sister say that she wants to continue with police action, but in the past she said that she's never wanted to continue with police action. And what I mean by that is press charges, have me arrested, have me questioned. She's always said to other people that that's not what she wants to do, but she's always said to me behind the scenes where you guys can't see, she's always been saying that to me. She's been basically dangling those charges over my head until I figured out that there's a very high chance that those charges don't even exist, because nobody ever spoke to me about being charged or possibly being arrested or anything like that. You know what I mean? If I was the antagonist in that situation, why wasn't I the one taken? Why was she the one taken away in handcuffs? They're not just going to take the victim. If she was the victim in that situation, they're not going to take you away and bang you up for the night. So, I also want to point out that in the confession, she doesn't deny that she attempted to go for me and bash me in the head. There is a specific, like, few sentences where me and her are going back and forth, and she basically she doesn't deny it. When I bring it up, I say to her, you went something along the lines of, you went for me with the plug in your hand. You know what I'm saying? So it's self-defense. And she's saying, yes, yes. And she said, yes, I said it was self-defense. Those words come out of her mouth. I said it was self-defense. That's what she said. I said that I went for you with the plug to bash the phone out of your hand. That's what she said. That came out of her mouth. And the honest truth is I was sat down with my phone at the side of my head like this, and she was stood over me. So if you're going to, quote unquote, bash the phone out of my hand, rationally and logically, I'm thinking she's going to hit me in the head. Okay? That's what that was about. But she never denied it, and then she ended up admitting it. But beforehand, she was trying to play the victim, saying that she never assaulted me and that I just got up and attacked her for no reason. Remember, because that's the narrative she was putting out to people, telling people I'm a woman beater, telling people I just got up for no reason and attacked her. And then I attacked my mother, which we've already debunked. That's not true. And if you've watched the confession, we talk about that too. Like, I think that is a brilliant video as an expose piece within itself. I could have blown her out of the boat by just putting that confession out. But I'm that kind of person, if you make a false allegation against me, I will do the most longest, in-depth, detailed expose you've ever come across. Because, bitch, you can't argue with the truth. Let me carry on with my notes, because we're nearly done. She doesn't deny spreading false allegations. I also want to point that out. She doesn't deny going around spreading rumours and versions of the story that didn't happen, that weren't accurate, that were not true to form, that were not true to reality, made up in her own mind. She admits to that. At 6:29 in the confession video, she claims no further action, but prior in the video states that she did want me prosecuted, which is what she did say, and she has said also in the past. So, again, that's just a barefaced lie from her. And she's on video saying the exact opposite to what she's, like, behind closed doors, she's saying one thing, but to other people, she's saying another thing. That's where the false narrative comes into it. So yeah, she got caught out there. Another lie. Like I said, she admits it was self-defense on my end. If you watch the video back, she's saying yes, yes, and I'm saying to her, you went for me with the plug to strike me in the head, and she's going, yes, yes, I said it was self-defense. Yes, that come from her mouth. I said I went for you with the plug to strike you in the head to get the phone out of your hands. Yes, I said that. So she's admitting to what actually happened there, as opposed to, it's completely different to the story she's giving to other people. Look at the story she gave to Aaron and look at the story that actually happened. They are two, it's like comparing apples and fucking spaceships. You know what I'm saying? It's two totally different ends of the spectrum. And I just also want to point out, if you listen to that video, the confession from start to finish, you can see there's a lot of flip-flopping from her. She says she does want to press charges against me. She is actively pursuing charges against me. Then she's dropped it. There's no further action. Then she's pressing charges again. And then she's had no contact with them. Then she wants me arrested, questioned. She wants to take it further. And then you know what I mean? Girl, come on. And I also wrote down, just very quickly to end this video, I hope I have enough time, the way that I was made to feel throughout this whole entire ordeal. I'm going to read some of them out to you, and I'm going to try and not spend too long because we're over an hour at this point. But basically, I wrote my feelings and emotions throughout this whole situation: disrespected, violated, provoked, bullied, cornered. My character was attempted to be assassinated, antagonized, stressed, fatigued, on edge, on defense 24/7, intimidated, depressed, anxious, harassed, threatened, self violating, spatial awareness violating, getting too close up in my face, worn out, embarrassed, humiliated. Do I need to go through all of that? And so much more. That was all those feelings are just from me watching the live stream, me watching the video statements I did, me watching the confession, not me sitting down and properly looking at the proper backstory between me and her. She's put me through a lot, and I need her to just stay away from me. I don't want an apology. I don't want to talk things through. You go your way, I'll go my way. I know how to ignore a ghost. I have no intention on going to the police, and this has been the whole entire truth. The truth is out now, so I feel happy. I feel content. I feel like I got justice. You know what I mean? I didn't need to take it to court. I didn't need to do any of that. I can just make a video, come publicly, come honestly, professionally, or as professional as I can, and just speak the truth. That's why it's so detailed, so comprehensive, and so long and so in depth. It's because when you tell the truth, it flows out to you. You don't have to remember you don't have to remember like everything. You know what I mean? It comes out. You know what I mean? Whereas I'm at that point where I believe that Aaron and Kinane concocted a plan to take me down. That must have been, because why was I not able to see that conversation? That's one of the big things that's been on my mind. Why was I never able to see that conversation and what you guys spoke about? Why? I want to know that question. Why? Why? What got said that made both of you decide we're going to delete our messages and provide zero proof of what we talked about, even though that's where the narrative started from? Do you see where I'm coming from? I thought I would be more mad about the fact that I was assaulted physically. I'm more mad about the fact that I don't know what conversation happened between those two. I don't know what got said. And like I said, I could very well be wrong, but it makes logical sense to me. I'm a logical, rational person. And it fits very well with the narrative that she was trying to paint, and maybe he jumped on board with it and he was going to help spin it, so he looked like the good friend and she looked like the abused, battered woman, and it's disgusting. But they tried to take me down, it didn't work. I'm still here, I'm still going to be here. And no bitch is going to take my place. I'm not competing with nobody, I'm not jealous of nobody. I'm a very motivated person. I'm a person that's been through a lot, that's just trying to chill, that's trying to vibe, that's trying to be zen, that's trying to have a better life for themselves, working and have been working actively for the past 6 years on soul searching, self-improvement, a whole lot of work on just improving me as a person, self-discovery, just a plethora of things. I don't think it makes me a bad person that I reacted in the way that I did in regards to the situation, because it was an entirely provoked attack. And the stuff that happened prior, it was built up, and I was not perfect in the situation. And I'm not saying I'm a victim in the whole situation. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in the physical altercation between me and my sister, that's where it was determined that I was the victim. And that's the only time I will rightfully say that I was the victim. Because it was agreed upon. There was a recording to back it up. There was eyewitnesses. You know what I mean? So you can't argue with something that's there. You know what I mean? and I just don't know what to say other than I feel like I've addressed everything, absolutely everything now, that I wanted to address, and I just want to make it very, very, very clear and very public that whenever somebody tries to take you down, you gotta rise above it. And if they're trying to take you down and you know that you are in the right, bitch, bring out every receipt you can get. Bring the truth out there, and bitch, do a detailed expose. That's my advice. I don't care who watches it. I just care that it's out there. I don't care if this video never got any views ever. I'm happy to know that if I get questioned about this situation further by anybody else from the public, or from my everyday life, I can refer them to these videos and they can watch and decide for themselves, with 100% facts and no exaggerations and the truth. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I made mistakes in that situation. I could have walked away. Like I said, I never got a chance to. I could have done a bunch of stuff different. And like I said, she has apologised to me, but I don't feel like it was a genuine apology. It was like 3 days. I'm sure it was the day we went to Wigan. She apologised to me. I'm not buying it. And I still don't want a relationship with you. And Aaron can just go and fuck himself. And other than that, I never, ever, ever, ever want to talk about this situation again. It's done. It's deaded. It's 2021. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, you guys. And we're going to get back to some interesting content and back to my usual happy self and having just a fun time. 2021, turn the fuck up. Like, let's make some good memories. Let's keep everything positive. Let's get the zen vibes going, the chill vibes going. Let's get the memories flowing. Let's get everybody smiling and laughing. And, you know, hopefully we get rid of COVID and we can all go back to normal and just normality, peace, normality, and tranquility. That's what I want in my life, is just a peaceful life. Leave me be and not put me through ridiculous stress like this. Because this has been a daunting, stressful, draining situation that I hope I never have to go through again. But future advice to anybody is keep your receipts. You understand me? Keep your motherfucking receipts, because bitches are gonna try it. You could have 1 million subscribers or you could have 5 subscribers and bitches are still gonna come for you. You understand me? Because jealousy is a disease. And like I said, I understand why a lot of these bitches are jealous. I totally get that. That's an entirely different video that we'll have to do at a different date. But I will never, ever, 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 ever be talking about this again. And that's all I want to say. My innocence has been proven, and I have absolutely zero intention on revisiting or reliving this situation that's just been a total, in my opinion, bullshit waste of time. But then again, on the flip side, it's not that big of a waste of time because I cleared my name. And somebody that tried to throw false allegations, tarnish my name, take me down, failed. Because you can never win when you play dirty, to quote Nene Leakes. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video cleared up a lot for you guys, and I will see you in the next one where I will be a lot more positive, because now this situation is out of the way and I'm happy and I'm healthy and I'm doing good. And like I said, there's just 2021, I feel the vibe. I feel the good. I feel the goodness, the positivity. I feel it all coming. And just everybody just, keep yourself grounded and keep yourself humble and be grateful. And I'm going to shut up talking now because I feel like I've just gone on and on and on, but I'm just so happy this is over with. And I never want to talk about this shit again. Do y'all hear me? Okay, I'm gonna go now because I've been here for like an hour and 10 minutes. But thank you guys so much. And again, before I go, I just want to say thank you to all of those who believed me from the very start. That means the absolute most to me. Thank you very much. Thank you to Jasmine, who had my back from the start. That is my ride or die true friend. That bitch is like that's my girl. That's my best friend, because she had my back from the very beginning. Never once dated me. Had my back. And Jasmine, I love you for that. You are a true friend. And I feel exhilarated. This situation is over with. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you guys in the next one, where I'm going to be a lot more happier because I don't have this fucking bullshit to deal with anymore. I love you, I love you, I love you. Bye, 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 bye.